Hey guys, welcome to Game with Grandma. Alright guys, you guys notice I'm in my PJs. I got my Curious George. I love my Curious George. Anyways, I thought I would talk to you guys personally because I can't do camera. I haven't figured out how you can do Xbox and have a face cam. I'm going to try to figure that out. But anyways, I know I'm spinning. I always spin in this stinking chair. I still have the chair that my son got me for Christmas. We got it at the trash, of course. That's what Grandma is, a trash digger. Most of my stuff does not come from the trash, but God definitely gives us presents from the trash that are actually usable. So, I just want to let you guys know my update. I got some more camping stuff. Let's see. I had an Oculus Go. I still have it. But I really don't play it as much as I thought I would. The Gear VR, I used to play it a lot. And I thought getting the Oculus Go would be, pretty cool. It is to some extent. When you get to my age, I'm old, of course. Yeah, playing the Oculus Go, I would say that it's probably more fun for, my son won't even do VR. Now, last time I rented a PSVR and a PS4 from Rent-A-Center, and I had it for Christmas, because I knew family was going to be coming over and we were going to hang out and all that. So I bought a few games for the PS4 with, because I bought Dead by Daylight on PS4 because that's what me and my son were playing. And then I got the PSVR and I just I was curious to see if I could actually, if it would actually do what I wanted. Oh my God, I loved it. I loved it. I seriously wish that I could get a PS4 and a PSVR. I really wanted to I want to get a PS4, but right now they're kind of expensive. They're almost close to $200. So I kind of got to wait till it goes down. PSVR is I think the lowest was $160 to $130. So I'm kind of waiting for that to go down. By the time all that goes down, it'll be extinct like the dinosaurs. But anyway, I thought I'd give you guys an update. I did not get my disc today for my Resident Evil 3. I know I told you guys as soon as I get it, I was going to post it and you guys could see it, but I didn't get in the mail. I checked at noon. Then I checked at 1:30. Then I checked at 2:30. Then I went live on Twitch. And then when I was done with live, I went and checked mail at 4:30. And it still wasn't here. And I'm like, yep, I didn't get mail today. Mailman don't like Nana. Anyway, I'm okay, I want to let you guys know this update, okay? I got, of course I got Gamefly. My son's getting his game and I'm getting mine. Well, we didn't have the 2 discs at first. And he was like, well, you're going to have to play Resident Evil really fast. I'm like, he knows, Grandma, because, Mom cannot go through a game fast. Grandma backtracks, and yes, you all know, you backtrack. I got so much games that I have on my Xbox, but my storage is not the greatest. The storage, I think, is 500 and something. I don't know. But every once in a while, I'll look on my Xbox to see if there's sales and stuff. Because usually, I get paid on the 1st of every month. So the reason why I was able to get Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 7 is because they were $7.99. They were on sale. Grandma looks for those sales. Now, I would imagine around between November and December is the time eBay's really selling stuff super cheap because they want to sell it. So I'm hoping that between November and December, I'd be able to buy one. Now, if I don't have enough money, I could go to my old pawn shop where we used to live, and I think I'm going to put it on layaway for a PS4, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to afford it. So, and then what I could do is just call them, maybe, and send them the payment over the phone. I don't know if that works very well. But, you know, because it would take me because you guys know I don't drive, I walk. So it would take me about 3 hours to get there. Unless I took the bus, which the bus takes me to a certain point, and then I got to walk about half hour, 45 minutes to the pawn shop. I miss the old area we were at. Yeah, the train was loud as heck, but it was more peaceful. I mean, here we're always hearing the police going down the street, and because we're right on the interstate. So it kind of sucks for that, but I mean, it doesn't bother me. I don't know. I just like it when it was peace and quiet. Now, see, I was in the living room, so I didn't hear the train as bad as my son did. My son said, like, because when I talked to the landlord, he was really cool. We were having trouble because we were supposed to be in here in January. We were supposed to be moved out of our place already, and we weren't. It was just like, well, now what am I going to do? You know, they're like, oh, give your 30 days. Oh, by the way, now you got to find a place within 30 days. You know how long it took me? It took me almost 3 months to find a place. How in the hell am I giving I'd be like, girlie, I says, if I give my 30 days, how the hell am I going to find a place before the 30 days are up? You know how hard it is to find a freaking place to live in Chicago? If you don't know Chicago, it's really hard to live here because you have to have good credit. They check the background part. I'm clean. I'm good for background. But when they want to do a credit check, bro, Grandma's credit is crap. I think it's like 4 something, or I don't know, 4 or 5. Yeah, I'm in debt for life. But at least I'm not arrested or in jail. I would rather have bad credit. But anyways, I thought I'd give you guys an update. I noticed my son had told me that my YouTube is not notifying anyone that I got videos going on there. So if you guys see this video, then you know I'm going to be recording. Sometimes my life kind of goes a little loopy. I have stuff I'm doing, or I have to go to the store, go shopping, whatever. You know, there's certain times where I can do it and do it for a long period of time. And then there's other times I can't do it at all. You know, I'm either going here, there, and everywhere else. Now, the bad news is I really don't watch my grandbaby. Me and my daughter got into a huge fight, and her boss came to get my grandbaby, and she went off on me. And I was just like, what the hell? I was so upset. My son thought I was suicidal because of my mental illness. He seriously thought I was thinking of hurting myself. And I was like, no. I said, if my grandbaby was not in that car, I probably would have punched her. That's how upset I was. She was talking really bad about my son. No one messes with my son. You mess with my son, you mess with me. And believe me, you don't want to deal with me. My kids growing up, oh my gosh, I got to tell you this. My kids growing up was so funny because if they were in trouble, they'd be like, Mom, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, you better say you're sorry. And they're like, okay, are we good? I don't know. What'd you do? And then they'd be like, oh, I thought you knew what I did. Nope, but I know you did something. It was hilarious, but I taught them how to defend themselves because I took Taekwondo classes. And it backfired because my son used it not as defense, because Taekwondo is mental and physical. In other words, You do the mental part, which you try not to fight. You do not try to pick a fight. You walk away. And I always told my kids, I said, if someone's picking on you, you warn them 3 times. The first thing you do is you pop them right in their nose. And my son, he did not listen to me. He ended up beating up his best friend. And I said, what person beats up their best friend? Well, he said I couldn't kick his butt, so I did. I was like, why did you do that? And he's like, I don't know. I felt like it. I gave him that look, and he's like, I'm sorry. I was like, he's like, fine, I'm going to my room. With my kids, I didn't have to say anything. All I had to do was give them that look. And they'd go to their room. My boys, it was hilarious. They'd be like, Mom, I didn't mean to. Like, I know all those tricks. I used to play them when I was a kid. Are you kidding me? When I was younger, I literally pulled every trick in the book, pretending I was sick, okay? I would take one of those heating pads, plug it in, put it on my face. Never took the thermometer and put it to the light bulb because I know that wouldn't work. It'd be way overheated. So I'd take the thermometer and put the heating blanket in between the thermometer, and I'd hold it and I'd count 1, 2, 3, and then I'd put it in my mouth. And then my mom would come and she'd look and she'd be like, oh goodness, your temp's really high. I was like, how high is it, Mom? Am I dying? She's like, no, you're not dying. Just, you get some rest, okay? Here's some water, here's some orange juice. And then I'm like, Mom, my throat hurts really bad. It's all scratchy. And she's like, okay. And then she'd go get a bag of Lay's potato chips. I played my mom. God rest her soul. I played my mom. My mom never had a clue what I did. I guarantee, my mom's up there saying, I know what you did now. But yeah, I got away with a lot of stuff. Now, if you had an upset stomach, my dad would give you ginger ale. If you had a sore throat, we got Lay's potato chips. And then there's one time I was vomiting, and my mom and dad were like, well, what are we going to do? My mom tried giving me crackers, and I threw it up. So my dad's like, well, how about we try bread? I threw that up. And then my mom says, well, let's try Lay's. Let's try the potato chips. And he's like, it's not going to work. And my mom's like, you go ahead and eat these until your tummy doesn't, if your stomach starts hurting really bad, you quit eating them, okay? And I was like, okay. I started eating. Dude, I ate the whole freaking bag. I ate the whole bag that day. My mom comes in, how you feeling? Oh, my stomach don't hurt, Mom. She's like, well, can I have the bag of chips? I said, She's like, you ate that whole bag? I mean, it's one of the family-sized bags. I was like, I'm sorry, Mom, I was hungry. She's like, no, it's all right. And I was like, why? And she's like, because I was going to use it for something tonight. And I'm like, well, after my hand's been in it, Mom, do you think you want to touch the chips after my hand's been in the bag? She looks at me and she says, okay, I'll have your father pick up another bag. And I was like, oh, I just played my mom. Dog. I couldn't believe she fell for it. There's so many things that I did when I was a kid. I was a little devil. My mom called me the little demon. I was always into trouble. Most of the time, though, I was angry at boys because they always picked up on us girls. They always picked on us. And when I was younger, I was hanging out with this one girl, and they were always picking on her. And I said, why don't you fight back? And she says, how can I? They're boys. They can do whatever they want. And I said, oh, really? She's like, yeah, what are we going to do? So I took a stand. I went over there and I punched him. And all of a sudden he stood, would you punch me for us? Because you deserved it. And then we got into a big fight. And everybody's like screaming, fight, fight. Oh, I nailed him. I knocked him down and he did not want to get back up. I said, you don't mess with us girls, because if you do, you're going to have to deal with all of us. After that, they didn't pick on. And the one kid that I got into a fight with, he wanted to date me after fighting with me, after he hit me. I was like, oh, hell no. Back then, I hated boys. Boys were jerks. Heck, even when I got to high school, I thought boys were jerks. I mean, girls were, I don't know, they were girls. I hung out with guys all the time. And then I did a lot of babysitting, so I started hanging out with little kids. 9, 10 years old, we'd play hide and seek, you know. I thought that I would be like a big sister, you know, protecting the little kids from the big kids for, you know, being picked on. And I would always get all the kids and we'd go and we'd play baseball and, you know, soccer or whatever, you know. And after a while, parents just kind of looked at me like, well, what kind of person are you playing with little kids? And I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? And they're like, why would you play with little kids? And I said, because it's fun. Or, you know, playing baseball and soccer, what's wrong with that? Well, they thought something else. And I guess one lady came up to me and she says, I got to ask you a question. Why do you like playing with little kids? I said, my mom has a daycare. I says, I play with them all the time, but they're too little to play with. I mean, the one that I knew was like 5, and he didn't even barely know how to kick a ball. And she just looks at me and she's like, oh. She's like, your mom has a daycare? I said, yeah. She's like, well, how many kids? She had 25 kids. She was all by herself. Anytime I was sick or I had to stay home, I had to work. Because my mom found out I was lying. There was one time I came down and I said, Mom, I'm thirsty. And she's like, well, there's some orange juice in the fridge. No, Mom, I can't. My stomach hurts. And she's like, you want a ginger ale, don't you? And I said, no, I'm sick. And she just looks at me and she says, uh-huh. And I was like, oh, crap. She found out my secret. She's like, go ahead, your father's going to kill you. I was like, okay, Ma. I'll just tell Dad I have an upset stomach. My dad come home, where did one of my ginger ales go? And I says, I'm sorry, Daddy. My stomach hurt so bad this morning. He's like, oh, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I feel better now, but my stomach still hurts. He's like, here, you could have one of my ginger ales. I was like, thank Daddy. I went upstairs and I was like, I fooled my father. My mom just looks at me and she's like, yeah, I played my parents big time. When I got older, my dad, he caught on. But yeah, for the longest time, I think it was till I was 16 and then all hell broke loose. It was teenage years. Teenage is freaking hell. But I played football, I played soccer, and back then they didn't have girls or boys football and soccer. They didn't have that kind of stuff. So I had to play with the guys. And I got teased a lot in junior high. It was Aldridge Junior High School. I was the first girl that wanted to play football with the guys, and they made fun of me. They called me sissy girl, and sissy girls can't play football. They wear makeup, they walk on high heels and wear pretty dresses. And I was like, ew. And they just looked at me and says, you don't like wearing makeup? I said, makeup's disgusting. My sisters wear that crap. And they were just like, oh, well, what do you do for fun? I said, I climb trees, run. I do a lot of running. Back then I did. I can't run now. I mean, I can run if I needed to, but I choose not to. But I thought I'd just give a little extra oomph to my channel. I know everybody's like, Grandma, where are you? And I'm stuck on Twitch. And Twitch sucks. I've watched some of my YouTube videos from Twitch, and you could tell the quality is not good at all. I miss you guys on YouTube bad, like super bad. Oh, I really want to get a computer. I'm probably going to have to go and get a hard drive for my computer because I got a mini. Hold up. I don't even think I showed you guys. I'll show you in another video when I have it all prepared. But I did get these. I got these this month. Electric gloves. But anyways, you plug, there's these two things they plug into the gloves. And then you take this part and you put it in a power bank. And then you can go out and I would imagine that'd be good for football. Me and my son like playing football. But I don't know what else to talk about. There's nothing really new that I got. Well, I got Flame of the Flood. I got that this month on Xbox. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe. I finally got it on Xbox because it was like $20. I'm going to pay $20 for that. Now I got Stranded Deep, of course. I love my Stranded Deep. I haven't played it in a while though, so I'm going to play it now. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And you guys get to see my pretty face. Yeah. Anyways, thanks guys so much for watching. This is Grandma signing out. Adios, amigos. Doses. I'm out.